Hello everyone, I'm Lynn and welcome to my crafty corner, and in fact my first ever YouTube video. I've been holding some card making classes with some ladies via Zoom. We used to do it in person, but obviously with COVID now we can't do that. And I made this card this week with my ladies, and I made it a couple of weeks ago. And I posted it on Facebook and everybody was asking how I made it. Now, this isn't original. I got this idea from a 6x6 card that Terry Pocock from Stampin' Magic made. And hers was a 6x6, and I decided to resize it and make it into a 5x5. And my ladies also made this week this one with a Christmas theme, and it opens up like that. It's a shutter card. And Terry had a belly band on her card, and I've just fastened mine with magnets. So it's lovely. It's an easy card to make, very easy. If I can make it, anybody can. And my ladies really loved making it this week. And on the back there's a space for your greeting. So I'll show you how to make it, how I made it. So first of all, you're going to need a base card. I'm using all my stash up, so it's bits and pieces of different products from different people. Stampin' Up, Dove Crafts, you name it, I'm using it. So this is your base, and it is a piece of card, and it is 10 inches by 5 inches, or 25 centimetres by 12.7 centimetres, and it's scored at 2.5 and 7.5. So you're just making a gatefold card. And then inside there we're going to have a matte layer, which is that one, and that measures 4 7/8 by 4 7/8, and we're just gonna glue that in. Might as well do it as we're going along. So just a little bit of wet glue, or if you wanted, double-sided tape, you can use double-sided tape. It's totally up to you what adhesive you use. Pritt stick or glue stick. Got a bit much up there, but never mind. So we're just going to pop that in there, like so. There we go. And then the next thing we're going to need is 2 thin strips of patterned paper, just to go down either side of this matte square. And these measure 4 6/8 by 1 inch. So they're going to go like that. This is a card. I've decided to make this as a birthday card for my dad, who's a gardener, so hence ladybirds and some more gardening things that you'll see later. So that's 4 6/8 by 1 inch, or 12 centimetres by 2.5. And again, we're just going to put a bit of glue on that. And stick that one on with a nice little edge, border edge. And the second one. There we go. Just put the top on my glue, because I get covered in it normally. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put panels on here, here, and the 2 on the front. So the matte panels measure, what do they measure? Side panels, 4 7/8 by 2 3/8, or 12.4 by 6 centimetres. So that's 4 7/8 by 2 3/8, 12.4 centimetres by 6. And we're just literally going to glue those on. Again, you can use double-sided tape or wet glue as I'm doing, or whatever. There you go, just tiny little border around the edge. Or a glue stick. Glue stick, yeah, that's good. My ladies really enjoyed making this card. It is a lovely card to make. Thank you, Terry, for the tutorial that I watched. Took me a long time though to manage to make it a smaller card. Not very good with my maths, but I did it. That and lots of scrap paper, and I managed it. There we go, on front too. Oops, where have you come from? Oh, that's nice. You don't want you on there. Last one. There we are. That's it. So that's the panels on. And now we need some designer paper panels on there. So, gardening theme for my dad again. So these measure 4 3/4 by 2 1/8, or 12 by 5.4 centimetres. So that's 4 3/4 by 2 3/8. No, sorry, 4 3/4 by 2 1/8. Or 12 by 5.4 centimetres. Sorry about that. Read my notes wrong. You will get something wrong. There we go. So we've got 4 of these. 4 mounts and 4 of the pattern paper. There we go, nearly done. Another 2. Sorry if this is a bit boring. I will get used to videoing at some time. Bear with me. I think I should have done these paper panels slightly wider. So maybe do it 2 2/8. But hey, it's okay. I'm sure my dad will like it, whatever I do. He likes my cooking, so I'm sure he'll be fine. There we go. So that's the basic card. On the back for your greeting, I just cut out a piece of white card, 4 by 4, and I've just stamped happy birthday with my Dove Crafts stamp set. I don't think there's a name for it, I don't know. But anyway, that's the one that I've used, the happy birthday. It's a good, good set for sentiments. Right, let's glue this on. Hope you're all okay during this pandemic. Things are getting silly again. People aren't doing what they're told. But hey ho, that's life, I suppose. Right, now, here comes the good bit. The middle bit with the mechanism. Well, first of all, I've got a centre panel and gardening again, and this is a Stampin' Up stamp that I've used, and it is from the Garden Shed stamp set, and it's that little stamp there, and I've just coloured it in using some watercolour pencils that I've got. Basically, I'm just going to pop that in the centre of the card. Oh, I didn't stamp it right on the other side, so I stamped it again. Good job, there's two sides to each piece of paper. So, I'm just going to pop that in the middle. I think that's the middle. Hope my head didn't get in there. Now the mechanism. That piece of card, I can't remember how much I cut that one. Let's have a look. That one is 2 1/4 by 3, or 7.5 centimetres by 5.5. But you can do it a little bit bigger as long as it's not in your mechanism when you've done your mechanism. I'll just pop that to one side. Now your mechanism, you need 2 pieces of card which measure 4 inches, 4 inches by 3.5 inches. And then you score it on one side at 1/2 inch. And then you just fold up your, can you see? You fold, that's it, there we go. Get my bone folder. Give it a burnish, give that one another burnish. Now, on this one, as you can see, I've drawn some lines. And what you do, I'll do it on this one for you. If I can find my pencil. I took it downstairs, very clever of me, but never mind, I've got another one. So, from each end, we're going to make a mark. This is for this size of card at 1 3/4, 1 inch, 1 3/4 inches. And again on that side, 1 3/4 inches. And then we're just going to join those 2 marks together. And then from the top, this side where the fold is, the score line, we're going to measure down 2.5 inches. And just make a little mark at 2.5 inches, or you could do it 1.5 up from the top. And then, as you can see on that one, we're just going to draw a line from the pencil mark to each corner. There we go. And now all we're going to do is cut these triangles out at the bottom. So that's the first one. I hope this works out. Should do. Did on all the other 10 that I did with the ladies, but hey ho, you never know. So that's the mechanism. Now we'll bring the card back in. And we're going to fold over that that score line again, making sure that it's on the side with the pencil mark, and then we're just, because you won't see it, we're just going to put some glue on this, on the fold, and then we're going to put this literally on the edge of this on mine a light green on the mat, not on the fold of the sage green underneath, just on the edge of that mat there, but making sure that it goes, it's centered on your picture. So I think that's about it. Need to go a little bit further forward, Lynn. There we go. So if you use liquid glue, you've got a bit of wriggle room, which is a good thing sometimes for me. If you use double-sided tape or one of those tape rollers, it goes down the first time, and if it's not right, you can't move it. So we're just going to put some glue on the top of the other one. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Now I find it easier to actually line these up so that they're level. Fold over. So that you're not going too much over, you're absolutely level there with the top of your other one that you've put in. And that's on the edge beautifully there. Don't know how I managed to get that right, but I did. So that's your mechanism. Oops. Now we need to hold the mechanism down. So we need a centre panel, which I have stamped with, I think, mint macaron is the colour green from Stampin' Up that I've used, and I've used that Garden Shed stamp set again. We'll use that one this time, that stamp this time. And we're just going to pop that on there like that. So we're just, and oh sorry, it measures, I just put my thing over the top of it, 5 by 3 1/4. So that's 5 inches by 3 1/4, or 12.7 centimeters by 8.2. So we're just going to put glue on the top. Come on the top edge and the bottom edge, just on the edge. Don't want it going any further than the edge. I hope you saw that. And then we're just going to centre this and we're going to have to hold it down for a minute just so that the glue gets a good bond, because if you close it now it'll probably ping up. So for now I'm just going to turn that over. Oh, it's a bit tall, that one. I shall trim that off once it's dry, but we'll just leave that to dry. Just put something on it to hold it down for now. Now, oh, I'd already cut one out, silly me. So now this is part of the front on mine. As you see, for the Christmas one, it's quite fancy. This is a die set that I've got. I can't remember. Oh, Alina Cuttle, I think it was. Alina Craft Shop from AliExpress. The paper on this is absolutely stunning. It's Stampin' Up's Brightly Gleaming. Oh, love it. I've had it for a year. I stroked it for a year and then decided I thought I'd better use it. There. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right, now I'm just going to stick this together. So I've just cut a 2-inch square in the sage green, the back, and the next one down on my dies. Where's my ruler? Oh, there. And that is is that 2 inch? Oh no, that's, the green is 2 1/4 inches and the white is 1 7/8. 1 7/8. So So we're just going to mount that on there. There we go. And then what I'm going to do for this one, die cut some letters out. Whoops, go away pen. Die cut some letters out. And I'm just going to stick those on. Oops. Better lay it out first. Just going to do it like that. If it's straight. Better be. Just get some tweezers. Just put a little bit of glue on there. And the 8. Oops. I don't want you on an angle like that, Dad. There we go. And the last one. Oh. Hey. I'll get it right eventually. There we go. So that's going to go on the front. I'll put some bling on it later as well. A little bit of bling. Right, let's turn this over. I need a border around there, I forgot. So I've just die cut the next size up from that. Oh, that is centered, is that square. I can't tell you where to the measurements on that because it depends on what size die you're going to use for your middle. The die in the Christmas card, it was slightly larger, so where I put it was different to this square one in here. So it depends on your the die that you want to use in the middle. So you'd have to have a go at working it out. I'm just going to glue this on. Bit of glue again on the back of this frame. And just round the edge, oh, we'll put it like that so that all ladybirds at the side. There we go. Now, shall we see if it works? It does. Coming up a little bit, I'll put a bit more glue on it later. There we go. It works. Yes. Right. Now I'm going to stick my panel on the front, about halfway. Are you still in shot? Yes, you are. So we're just going to put glue on half or even a quarter of this panel. So we're just going to stick it halfway. There we go. So that's like that. And I'm now going to use some glue dots to attach. I don't think we need that glue anymore until I mess about with that afterwards. To attach my magnets. I've got some tiny magnets which I got from eBay. I can't remember what size they are because I can't remember when I got them. So I'm using glue dots this time. Before I used wet glue, but it takes a while to stick. So I'm just going to use a glue dot if I can find it. The sun's gone in a bit now, and I'm just going to pop it on there, stick that on there, and then fiddly little things. Stick that one on there. This card's quite thick, so whether it will stay shut, I don't know. And there we go. I'll just hold it for a little bit to make sure that glue dot sticks. So look, oh, and there we have it. Our shutter card. Click. Yeah, the card's a bit thick, but okay, to stick down. Not to worry. So there's my shutter card and how I've made it, and thank you again to Terry Pocock from Stampin' Magic. There are a few others on there, and I've noticed that she's done a 4x4 card as well. So if you want to check out Terry Pocock at Stampin' Magic to see how she's done her 6x6 and her 4x4 card. Okay, thanks for watching. Join me next time if you can. Thank you. Bye.